Bonsoir, mes amis. Ici, meine Freunde, the loving one. This is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki. So I've been away for a while, just had too much work and wasn't able to stream, but I have a little bit more time now, so let's get back into the live stream business. Let me just take a look at the video and then put a link in the Alliance chat and see if I can get a few people to join me up here today. Actually, it's really tonight, but okay, put in the chat. There it is, and okay. So let's see what's going on in the game. So let me just quickly chat out. Hello everyone. It's not greeting in chat, and here we are. So we've just finished war. I just put out a piece of live content. I want to try and make some more live content. I want to try to be quick. I think that's the key, is just being quick and making things that are easy to see and sort of fun. So I'll keep on pushing the content a little bit. And yeah, other than that, so as I said, it's been a while. Work was getting just so much. The last 3 weeks have been incredibly busy. So I just haven't had time to really get on and do some live streaming, but that's okay. Sometimes you are able to do things and sometimes you aren't, and so that's the way it is. But tonight I want to just do a little arena grinding. So we just finished up our last season of war, or the last war of the season. We'll wait for the awards, and then we'll go from there. I am going for Nick Fury, I think. I'm sort of casually grinding for him. Let's see, I think my 5 stars are ready. So if they are, we will start using them. Let's just take a look. If not, we'll go for the 4 stars. Aloha Art, good to see you. Nice job on the season today. We finished pretty strong. We had a good showing. Actually, we crushed whoever we were facing. Boy, I'm really happy that we're going to be in Platinum 1. I mean, the awards are so different between the two, Platinum 1 and Platinum 2. I think we played this season absolutely perfectly. We just, were casual, and we won what we needed. And we got us to the right level. I guess I guess we were probably cutting a little bit too close. I mean, imagine if we got a hard matchup, this last one, like MNG or some alliance like that, then to be stuck in Platinum 2 would have been so great, but oh well, that's okay. So you can see I'm at 16.48 and my 5 stars are ready, so we'll keep on working on it. I'd like to get to 20 million today. So I've been sort of determining my how many points I'm going to be getting from this grind, and I found out I can do about I broke it down to like 9 rounds. So it's basically 9 times I can use my 5 stars, and then 1 time I can use my 6 star. So those 9 rounds I make about 5 million points. So I'm looking about a score of 45 million. I might do a little bit of refreshing. I've already done a little bit with some 4 stars and some big boosts, just to try to keep on pushing my score a little bit. But I think 45 million. I think 50 million is my goal. If I can get 50 million, then based on the first round, I think I'll be able to get Nick Fury, and also on the fact that we didn't go that high before. I think it's a pretty safe score to get. So yeah, we will try. The synergies look amazing. I mean, that's probably the biggest reason why I want him. But aside from that, I am ready for another rank 5 champion, and I do have a skill awakening gem, so he might be good enough on defense, and if we need a Nick Fury, then that'd be great. My defense has been okay. I got a kill today with my Iron Man Infinity War, but with J-Rock leaving, that means we lose our Korg. I do have a 4-star Korg who's at Sig 175, and I have enough 6 stones to get him to 200. So I know Taters was thinking that he would ask me to rank him up, but again, depends on who we recruit. So, you know, we've lost 2 members from frENZOne at the end of the season. One of them is my super good friend Raz. So I was with Raz in J11, and this was before seasons even started. So it's before season 1. So I was with him for 3 seasons, and then he left and joined frENZOne, and I stayed in J11 for I think 2 more seasons, maybe season 5. I think that's right. And then I joined him. There's actually about 4 XJ11s in frENZOne at the time. There's Raz, there was Car Guy, and Zen. So there's 3 of them, and I've always wanted to be in frENZOne. You know, it seems like just an ultra cool alliance. Good evening, Har8. Welcome back. It's been a while. Boy, these last few weeks I was just so busy at work. I mean, every day I got home and I just couldn't do anything but, you know, type some more emails and play the game a little, and you know, have a little bit of a social life, and then go to sleep. So trying to get back into streaming. Just made a piece of content. It's okay. You know, I've been thinking about it for a while, so I just sort of put it out quickly just to get something out there. But I don't know, I think I want to focus a little more on making content for the game than doing live streams, well, and both. So yeah, as I was saying, so Raz had just left, and so I'd known him forever, and yeah, I could sort of tell this last season, you know, he used to be really active in our Alliance chat, and I'd see him pop on, you know, once or twice a day and talk, and I noticed this last season he was rarely on. Like every now and then he'd come on and say something, but he pretty much was invisible. And so, you know, I could sort of get the sense like he was you know, getting ready to leave, less inspired by the game. And yeah, sure enough, at the end of the season, we just got the message from him that he's going to just scale it back some, go to an easier alliance, not to work so hard. And I can understand it. I mean, I remember a long time ago, this was like way back in season 1 or 2, and we were having a discussion in J11 about all the piloting and everything like that. And I remember talking and saying how you know, how I never would ever like let anyone use my account just because I'd spent so much time and effort in it. And Raz was right up there with me. He was like, yeah, I've logged on every day for 2 years, 3 years. I can't remember what he said, but you know, he's also really proud of the fact that he never had let anyone else use his account. And you know, so now probably been like 3 years, 4 years, and imagine logging it every day onto a game for 3 or 4 years. I mean, I've done that. I'd say most people in frENZOne have done that. And so, you know, you either can stick with it and you still enjoy it, or at some point, I'm sure, like it's happened to many people, it just becomes too much. And so I think Raz was like that, I could tell. And, you know, again, I don't know too much about it just because, of course, you know, I don't talk too much. I'm just guessing a lot of things, but I could just tell from his lack of participation in Alliance feed that he probably was ready to just ease up a little bit. I mean, frENZOne is a great alliance and so much fun, but you know, like all top alliances, it requires you to be very active. I mean, you just gotta be there all the time, and so it's commitment. You know, I sort of think to myself, how long can I keep it going? I was out running today, and of course when I'm running, I'm always sort of in a meditative state, and I was asking myself that question, like, you know, will I make it another year? And so far the answer is yes. I still really enjoy playing the game. I like the new content that comes out and the new characters. I'm still excited by it. And the changes I have in, you know, I like map 7, and you know, I really enjoyed Act 6. Just new cool content, and I have to give Kabam credit. They're making content that's sort of just right. Like I found Act 6 just right. Of course, there's some hard fights and some fights I thought were, you know, difficult, maybe a little too much difficult, but there was no too easy fights, and the bosses were good. You know, if I played really well, I could just one-shot the boss, but if not, I had to do a revive or 2. Overall, Act 6 was a good experience. I'm trying to think. I might have only used maybe half an Odin. full of revives. Does that sound about right? 1,500 units? That's probably right. I'm probably underestimating. I bet it's about an Odin of revives in total. I was lucky because I had gotten the Cosmic Awakening gem from the 5-star offer, from the rank 5 5-star offer, and so I took Medusa up to rank 5, and she was just great against that final Sentinel. I mean, you know, she has that ability against robots where she totally shuts down their ability and shuts down their power. And the really cool thing about shutting down that ability was it also shut down, what was the mechanic there? There was some mechanic where if you used the same special twice, you took like 50% health loss. Even that mechanic got shut down by Medusa, so you weren't affected, so you can keep on using the same specials over and over again, which was great. Because basically the tactic was you had to outlast that fist cups or handcuffs, or the one where no one can put any type of buffs or debuffs on each other. And then once you did that, you immediately went into your special one and locked down the Sentinel, and then it was just sort of a damage dealing fight. Kept on trying to do enough damage to get past him, and yeah, it was good. I one-shot him a few times, so I think you fight him like 6 or 8 times, I can't remember. So in the end, I think I probably one-shotted him maybe 1 out of every 4 times. But it was always close, and then it was usually a pretty easy 2-shot, just because once you had him down, you usually get at least below 50%, even better. Usually like down to 25, 30%, and then you just have to go on one more time. I'm sure I died a few extra times. The crossbone fight, that was okay. Again, with Omega Red, it all depends. You know, as long as you could sort of get in the groove with Omega Red. So I would always try to hold block, so I would build up the deadly spores on him, and then once I did that, you know, I would usually try to push him to a special 3, because as his, of course, bars of power are increasing, what's that, 6.15, your bars are increasing too, so I could get him to an SB3, which was perfect, because then I could throw mine, and then I'd get the regeneration from all the block damage I'd taken, and he would get his power drained, so he wouldn't have an SB3 to throw. So I sort of kept on doing that, and that's been pretty effective. Again, I think I one-shot him a few times, but I don't think most of the time I had to use more than 1 or 2 revives to get him down. So I would say I feel like that particular quest had 2 of the hardest sort of fights. And there's the Red Hulk, or Rolk, who was really tough. He had the plus 1%, and he was poison, and he gave poison. And so I tried to outdamage him with Medusa, and that seemed to work pretty well because she's poison immune. And then I also, I think I actually had more luck with Void. And so, you know, it does 100% poison damage, but with your willpower maxed out, you could exist with maybe you'd have about 30% health left, and then of course you're just getting the those what does Void have? I can't remember what those things are called. Debuffs, not debuffs. Yeah, I guess they're debuffs. Brian calls them Bane, but there's something else. But anyway, you get those on him, and eventually you have enough on him that he starts just disintegrating with that health gain. So that 1% turns into a negative. And I think it's even worse, just because by the time you get Fear of the Void and get another couple petrifies up, he's really going down. So that was sort of the best strategy for that. Hello, Dap. Oh man, Dap, I loved your stream today. It was so much fun. I think I'm going up to, well, I think I calculated I could get to 45 million pretty casually. And so I was playing 3 times a day, going through everything with my 6 stars. I might push a little at the end. So I have boosts that I'm going to use, but I'm sort of waiting until tomorrow evening. So what's tomorrow? Wednesday evening, because I just want to make sure that you know, I'm actually close enough to start using the boost. Because if for some reason I miss, you know, a couple of rounds and all of a sudden I'm far away, then I don't want to waste my boost on getting my score up. Yeah, Dap, let me tell you, I so enjoyed your stream today. It was so much fun. Just watching you take that Dormammu with Nebula. Oh, she was so good. And if you'd had the Proxima synergy, man, I think you would have been dead on. I mean, you would have easily beat him. I mean, you beat him pretty easily anyway. So for those of you who don't know, Dap was in war today. His fight, he had to go against Dormammu. I think he had, I know you had Quake, Nebula. I can't remember who your third character was, but anyway, he had to fight this rank 4 Dormammu, and someone the poisoner bleed nose in the center lane, and so he used Nebula and totally did it. And he was so worried, like the whole Alliance chat, he kept on saying Corvus outlet. He kept on saying, "Oh no, I'm going to definitely die. There's no way I'm going to get this fight." And he did it with ease. It looked easy. I mean, he just baited out the SB1s, just played her to perfection. And so, yeah, I was really impressed by that fight. And so, yeah, I've always had a secret love for Nebula too. I really want her as a 6-star. And I agree, I think you should rank 2 her. I think that'd be awesome. Heart, yeah, I'm definitely going after Nick Fury. You know, I'm hoping to put up 45 million. I think a little more. I think what I'll do is I'll put a couple of those 15-minute 5-star boosts on tomorrow evening if I'm doing well. And, you know, then, you know, for those 15 minutes of boost is active, I'll refresh the champions. And so I'll do that a couple of times. I think I can get like an extra, I guess my goal is to get an extra 10 million. So if I can do 45 naturally and put an extra 10 million in and have 55, 90% sure I'll be able to get Nick. He really doesn't have much hype. I really like him for his synergies. I do have a rank 5, not a rank 5, a 5-star skill awakening gem that I've been looking for someone to use. I do have Aegon, but Aegon isn't, well, it's amazing, but he's not a good defender. And so, yeah, I was hoping Nick Fury would be a good defender. And if he is, maybe I can rank 5 him. I do have the materials to rank 5 another one. I might have to rank 5 Korg, because now that J-Rock is left, I think he took our only Korg from the battle group, I think. So I don't know if we have another rank 5 Korg. And if we don't, then I'll definitely go with Korg just to give us that. Plus Korg has really nice prestige. I think if I had his prestige, I'd be in the 10.4k range. That's as good as Dap. What is your prestige now, Dap? Are you 10.5? I know you're up there. I think you might be the leader for Loki. I know you like that prestige, which I think is really cool, but you have some big time prestige characters. But now, as we're getting more and more, you know, characters entering into the 10.6 prestige levels, you know, I think probably 10.5 might be reasonable. I mean, imagine if you had Thing and let's see, Thing and Captain Marvel, and then Symbiote Supreme, and then one of the other big ones, Korg, for instance. And who else would you need? Another 10.5 character. You'd be really strong. And so, you know, as we watch this prestige race, I mean, we're in pretty good shape. 10.5. Wow, that's crazy, Dak. It's crazy. I'm so impressed. Good evening, B Manny. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see another Forloki here. Good job on Alliance War, another season in the books. So what was it, season 8? And so this means of the 8 seasons I've been in an Alliance, I've been Master 6 and Platinum 1 twice, which is pretty good. The one other time I was in Platinum 1, I was with J11, and we got docked. One of the people in our group was doing some shady work with the units and got himself banned, and us oh yeah, I can tell that Dap, you're prestigious. Yeah, it might be one of the highest in the game right now. And so J11 had gotten docked, and so we were in Platinum 2, and so then we had to fight. Again, we're like, no, actually we're in Platinum 3 because we had gotten docked so many points. And so we fight every war, and sort of the same thing as this one. On the very last war, we managed to sneak back into Platinum 1. But yeah, it was perfect. I mean, I must give Taters all the credit in the world. I mean, he had the game planned to perfection. You know, we fought against the alliances we knew we could beat without using too many items, and we sort of just did the clears against the other ones, not using much. And it was great. I mean, Platinum 1 was low stress. It's actually the lowest stress season I've ever had. And so that's really nice. But yeah, I don't know. A part of me misses Masters, and I don't know. I guess it was too much. I mean, I wonder. I guess well, he said we'll go do the same thing next season. I'm all for that. I'm totally support whatever the Alliance wants to do. I think as we get more used to Map 7, though, we're able to. We might be able to also push in war, but I guess there's no point in doing that till the awards get a little more buffed, and then it might be time to go to war and focus on this. So yeah, it was nice, Art. I agree. It was nice just being casual with war. It just made it so much more relaxing game. It was so funny though. Even when I played in these relaxing games, you know that feeling you get in war, like. My hands get sweaty, I get nervous. I still can't shake it. It's something about going into the war that always like sort of, you know, gets that really nervous feeling, that stress that you have when you know you just have to fight and you can't die, else it's catastrophe. Yeah, I'm really curious what the season 10 rewards are going to be like. I mean, I feel like they're going to almost have to double it. I mean, between like the Cavalier Crystals and Act 6 and Variant with all these awards, I mean, seasons have really gotten outdated very quickly, and the game has definitely moved up a level with the amount of rewards you get and items. So yeah, I'm curious. It would be yeah, I don't know. I think remember when the seasons are combined? I think they almost should do that now. In which case, yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be worth going Masters, but if that's true, then Plat 1 would be good. Plat 1's sort of a nice level. I mean, it's cool that you can get it without having to work too hard. But yeah, I do miss the competitiveness of war a little bit. No, actually, I miss it. It is always fun to go really hard at it. You know, though I feel like our Alliance quest now is solid. I mean, we've been playing it for, what's this, like 5 or 6 times a map, maybe less. And now everyone sort of has their lanes and gets in the rhythm, and so that's pretty good. And now they got rid of all those links, it's not nearly so annoying. You know, you can actually like fight and not have to be on the game like every 5 minutes to see if a link's been cleared and wait for others to clear. But yeah, it's a good spot in the game right now. I was wondering about that beta. You know, I keep on seeing that beta R8, and I actually have no idea how it works. I've never been involved with a beta before, and I never even know what it means. And you know, I saw that it said click here to start. Let's go look real quick and see. So we can see it on our screen. Yeah, there it is up in the left corner. Oops, got something ready here. Is it my Gold Cavalier Daily? It is. What joy awaits us? Let's see. Come on. Something up. That's alright. That's amazing. 1500 mutant. Actually, it's good. Mutant have almost none after doing my Omega rank up. So it says status running starts. It looks like it's counting down to 20 hours and then starts. I'm not sure if that means we have to join as alliance, but yeah, I'm curious to see what it's like. But yeah, again, that'd be a new experience doing a beta. So I wonder if they're going to change the map completely. I think they are. You know, I guess the map has been around for a while, so it probably has time to make a new one. You know, you get so used to it that it's sort of like bittersweet. Like you're glad because you want fresh things in the game, but then on the other hand, you're so used to it that it just feels familiar and nice. You don't have to think too much and worry too much. That's my biggest worry in Alliance Quest, is I'm always worried I'm going to go down the wrong path, or you know, it's such a busy map that it seems easy to go down the wrong way and then totally, yeah, destroy your whole alliance if you double up on a path. But so far so good. I mean, for Loki, I think that's one of the more impressive things is everyone seems to be really solid. I don't know how it works that we all get, well, it's just a lot of people paying attention. And I'm watching those videos with Seaton and I guess Quickshot posted that one about their leader, Voskas. That's pretty incredible. I mean, how he totally advertises that he is selling units. Ooh, that seems so shady. I can't believe it was from the leader too. But yeah, you know, I always hear about these things, and I guess I just haven't been involved with them. I mean, I remember a couple of times people have tried to sell me units, but oh, I'm always so worried. I mean, you know, when you've invested so much time and money into an account, the last thing you want to do is jeopardize it. I can't imagine what it'd be like to get my account banned. It seems to be absolutely horrible. Especially if it's permanently banned for something just, you know, so shady as getting some units. But, you know, I'm sure, of course, people are always looking to take advantage of it. Like when I think about game cheats, you know, of course, yeah, I always remember playing games and finding cheats online, but yeah, I guess there's something different. I mean, these weren't games involved with money, or these were mostly single player games, so, you know, if I cheated on it, like, who cared? It wasn't like I was doing anything other than, you know, getting more powerful champions and having, you know, more fun and then completing the single player game faster. So it wasn't, you know, this giant competitive world. But so I have enough tier 5 basic. I'm about 2.5 right now. And I really want to get Magic ranked up. I think Magic is awesome. She just has mechanics that no other character in this game has. Her power control and power lock, I think, are incredible. Good defender, just as, you know, the character's been around forever, and I've always wanted to have her rank 5. But I'm holding off. Again, we're losing J-Rock, who has an incredible defense. So he has Korg and Domino. So he's been a mainstay of our defense. So I do have a Korg, as I said. And so I'm leaning towards ranking him up if needed. And then after that, you know, of course, I was tempted by 2 of the characters you see now, Darkhawk and Ghost. Think about taking them to rank 5, but I'd have to use a generic on Darkhawk, and I only have about 70 science gems. I know he needs a lot, but he's definitely in the mix. And now if I get Nick Fury, that would be a really interesting decision. So, you know, if I have Nick Fury, I wonder if he would be Tater's choice over even Korg to rank up, because apparently he's a good defender. And again, I could take him rank 5, awaken him. And I think I have about 110 skill sig stones, so I could get him up fairly high. Wish his prestige was a little higher. I wish he had like 10.6k prestige. I mean, it's not bad. 10.47, I think. Definitely, I think would be one of my top champions. Maybe even the top. Slightly better than Corvus's. So it's good, but it's actually my Korg at 10.5 plus. Oh yeah, give my overall prestige a nice little boost. Oops, I totally forgot how to play Ghost because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, let's see if we can get there it is. And Ghost. Oh, I panicked. Didn't think she'd make it through all the special ones. It's the hard thing about the Ghost is just the timing of her. And I'm really doing bad. Yeah, but luckily against this guy won't be so bad. So that's the end of that. Yeah, I don't think I could rank 5 Ghost. I don't play with her that much. I'm not very good at her. And I have sort of like a big time damage dealing champ. So I mean, between Omega Red and Corvus, she's just another one of those. I mean, she is nice because of the way she shrugs off suicides, and there's a couple of paths. As I was saying in Act 6, we're having a champion who can deal with all sorts of debuffs would be a huge plus. Yeah, me too, Dap. I just haven't played her enough. It's like one of these things where you just have to invest a lot of time and figure out the timing of her. Since I knew I was doing this grind, you can see I got Corvus and Magneto rank 4. I just decided. Good art. You're doing the ghost. That's great. Yeah, I'm envious of everyone who does ghost just because they're so good at her, and she's such an awesome champ. But yeah, she's not for me. DT. No, I didn't get him the first round, but I do have a skill awakening gem that's just been sitting around waiting for someone to be used on. So if I get Fury this round, you know, assuming that you know, he's worth awakening and I'm going to use him rank 4, rank 5, and I'll definitely awaken him. I do have Aegon unawakened, but he's sort of like Ghost to me right now. Just a champion I don't think I would use that much. So my sort of goal right now with my rank 5s is to get a nice distribution. So I really like science, or skewed on mine, science on tech. So I had Stark Spider-Man, he's my first. And then later on, when I finished Variant, I got the rank 4 to 5 for tech, so I used it on Iron Man Infinity War. And then after that, I ended up getting Vision. And so, I had Vision, and so then I used that because I wanted a cool power drain champion. And so I had all these tech champions. I basically had one of every other class. I had Void, and Iceman, and Blade, of course, and Ghost Rider. And then I got a Cosmic with Corvus. Now I'm slowly filling in all the other ones. I went 2 of every other class of rank 5. So I got Omega Red, got Captain America Infinity War. And now if I get Fury, I'll have him, or I'll have Korg. You know, Korg is such a defender that, you know, I don't know if he's really worth anything in rank 5 except on defense, which is important, but, you know, of course you always want playable characters because that's the most fun. Yeah, I agree, DT. I think Fury would be perfect for an Awakening gem. You know, it has a really cool signature ability. I mean, it's almost a must-have. And so if it turns out I'm just going to use him as a synergy champ, and I wouldn't put it in there. But, you know, again, I think even at rank 4 it might be worth having on defense. And so if that's the case, then I'll definitely put the Awakening gem in him. And you know, it's like Awakening gems. I feel like they're one of these things where you can hang on to them forever, just looking for that champion. And you know, like this generic, I don't really have any plans to use the generic on anyone, and so I'm worried that I'm going to have it forever. You know, I just never get around to using it, and so that's sort of lame. That if you have something, you not use it. I'm always of the opinion to use things as much as possible. I remember getting a tech gem. It's one of those times when we just got one of those random offers of a 5-star gem, and I immediately put into Ghost. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to rank 5 Ghost, but even at 1 sig, Ghost is pretty cool. And yeah, so now my Ghost is rank 4, fun to play with, and I don't regret using that gem at all. Though, okay, maybe a little bit, because now I want one for Darkhawk. So as soon as we get enough intel, I'll get another 5-star Awakening gem. If I get tech, definitely go Darkhawk. Wouldn't mind skill, because if I get skill, then I can put one in Nick Fury, and then another one in Aegon. Because I think I definitely will take Aegon up to rank 4 as soon as I can, just to, again, just like Ghost, just to play around with them. Not sure if he'll really go rank 5, but it would be yeah, it'd be great to have him awakened. If I get science, I'll hold out on science. I'm thinking for science, you know, there's so many Fantastic Four coming. The Human Torch is next, and so he looks amazing. Well, I mean, looks just because Thing was amazing, and Fantastic Four looked really fun. And then if I get Mystic, Mystic's the one class I really don't have much use for Awakening Gem. Maybe I get Diablo, just kidding. Yeah, or Diablo, Diabolo, whatever it's called. He looks terrible, but it has high prestige, so maybe if I got a Awakening Gem. Last time I got a 5-star Mystic Gem. Again, I just instantly used him on what you call it, on Symbiote Supreme. Yeah, Nihilus. I don't know much about Nihilus. I was a comic book reader when I was young, but he either wasn't the comics I read, or he was after my time. For some reason, he seems like a Corvus-style character. I mean, I guess because he has a staff. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. Glad to be back. I was off for a while, but now I'm trying to get back into it. So, I'll be try to stream the rest of this week, and then on this weekend I'm off to Israel for business for a week. It's going to be interesting. It puts me another hour ahead of everything, so of course I'm already not struggling, but I'm already so far ahead of everyone else in Fort Loki. So it'll put me now one more hour, but it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Just one of those things where I'm always, stressed about having good internet, but Tel Aviv is a pretty modern city, so I'm not worried at all. It's just one of those things where it's nice when you're at home. Everything is sort of just you got your schedule all set, and you never have to worry about being in the right place at the right time and being able to play this game. This game does make you like sort of a very like schedule freak. It's like I know as soon as I wake up, I have to jump into Alliance Quest, do Path 1, Section 2, and then, usually Art is usually the one who finishes that up, so I sort of wait for him to destroy the boss, and then I go over to Section 3 and sort of park it there until everyone else goes to sleep then. And then I just have to wait until, I think there's 2 links that have to be cleared for me to start moving on that, and then once that happens pretty quick, then Art is also right next to me on that one. I'm section Path 7, he's section Path 8, and then usually as soon as I clear it, he's right on the ball, and then we just go right down 7 and 8 and clear them all up. But it's that flow, and so every time I travel, I travel probably once every 2 months. The traveling always just interferes with that schedule a little bit, but again, luckily now with map 7, where everything's not nearly so linked up, I can relax a little. I'm trying to think right at the very beginning. You're with me, right, Art? Because I'm on path. I'm at path 6 then. I guess you're past 7. I just took that one in the face. Yeah, I think I'm not going to bring Corvus in. I can't decide. The thing about Corvus is you have to have suicides on, and since I'm running Blade and Ghost Rider because I have the Starburst and I would like the regeneration, suicides doesn't make that much sense to run, because then it's great for Corvus, but it's terrible for Blade and sort of neutral for Ghost Rider, though it gives us regen, which I don't particularly like. So I think what I'd rather do is run Omega Red, Ghost Rider, and Blade without suicides. I know Omega Red is great with him, but luckily in Section 2 I'm on the bleed path, so it doesn't matter. So he gets his death field like activated immediately, and then he has the regeneration too, so he's perfect for those last Starburst paths. And so yeah, I think I'm done with Corvus in Alliance Quest, which means that first fight is Vision, which is amazing because if you have Corvus, you get both a Tech and a Avenger mission. He's not particularly easy because he's stun immune, and of course with that transducer, where you ducer, well, that's a tough word to say, where you have to, well, after 15 seconds, if you have more power, they siphon up all your power, which is, yeah, it's pretty dicey. You just gotta, with Corvus, you gotta attack quickly. You gotta get to that second bar in under 15 seconds. If not, you totally lose it and it throws off your rhythm. But, either way, you'll get them down with Corvus, and you got those 2 missions in your basic set. And then a little while later on those paths are mutants, either Bishop or I had a Cable 9, and then you have 3 missions and you're set for the rest of Alliance Quest. But even with that, again, having to run suicides with 2 non-suicide characters, yeah, it's just not worth it for me. So so I can give up that vision fight, and then those other guys can take it, which means they'll have the missions, and I have one less fight, so it's win for everyone. But yeah, it's yeah, Alliance War has been going. Alliance Quest has been going well. I think I used like 2 items on day 3 and 2 items on day 4, and so I used 4 items total. I didn't use any on day 5, so it's been pretty good. I feel like a little bit of a burden for the Alliance. Again, my schedule is so different being in Europe compared to most of the North Americans that, you know, I sort of start off and then I have to go to bed, and so I can just do the part I need in section 1, and then I'm asleep, and so they finish off the mini boss, and then when I wake up, section 2 is well on its way. And again, my characters really aren't that good for the mini bosses, or bosses for that matter, so I usually don't fight any of those. I think I've a few times in section 3, like there was a Groot there a bunch of times, and with a 15-minute timer, I would just use Ghost Rider and had these like long 8-minute fights. I think I had like almost 400 hits on one fight. And the thing is, with Ghost Rider's regeneration, I mean, it didn't matter. I just regenerated up. I was like 100% health by the end of the fight. Could have fought that fight forever, basically. But it was one of those ones where you had the class. It got debuffed. Like if it wasn't science, you had 50%. So my Ghost Rider was hitting 50% less, and oh yeah, it just took forever, but that was fine. And then once I took down Kingpin, he was only at like maybe 15%, and we were trying to clear him out because we wanted to get the global down, so I went in and fought him, and it was fine. I ended up killing him, but that's about the only time. I fought the mini boss once on section 1. I was staying up later than usual, and we got over there. I can't remember who it was. It's Hela, that's right, it's Hela, and I used Blade, and that was fine. So, yeah, only a few times, but I think like the 4 or 5 times we've done Alliance Quest, I've probably done the boss or mini boss like 4 or 5 times, so not too much. The minis don't seem too bad as long as you have the right character. That's the thing, they're very character dependent. If you have the wrong character, I think it's just terrible. And yeah, but again, Alliance Quest is sort of falling in place now. I feel like, you know, we have a good system and it's working, so it's sort of nice. It was very stressful the first week or 2. We were trying to figure it all out, but now it's pretty straightforward. You know, I guess they go through like a 3-week cycle where it changes every 3 weeks. I sort of feel like this transducer was new. Maybe they'll give a buff, a new different type of node every week. I'm not sure, but they can't do that. That'd be too many. Transducer was the worst. I can't remember what the other ones we've had there. Maybe one was like, what is that one where it's like every 10 seconds both champions are unstoppable? That was a really annoying one. I remember that one for a while. Spike? No, it has some title. But that one was, yeah, that's just another one of those. You just had to be really careful on, especially that first mission fight. Yeah, again, it's just annoying because you spend like those first 5 seconds having to evade, and then after that you're both unstoppable, which is, yeah, it's always tough to deal with because both unstoppable means you just get wrecked. Wow, yeah, Brawl, that's it. That was it. Yeah, I hated that one, Brawl. I'm not looking for that one for it to go. That one coming back. Why do I feel like that's gonna be the next one that's coming? But oh well, you can deal with it. I wish I had a Spider-Gwen, because then, oh man, she would take care of Brawler. Is it passive? I don't know. I can't remember if it's passive or an active buff. I think it's a passive. I'm really in love with Spider-Gwen. You know, I assume when they have the next variant that comes out, the next back issues, that we'll get another rank 4 to 5. And if I was to pool a science, I think I would go with Spider-Gwen, to be honest. You know, just such a cool, unique unique ability to shut down Unstoppable that I think it would totally be worth it. So, Cavalier crystals have come to the game, and I am a Cavalier. I think I should rank up 6-star Awaken Morningstar, or do Magic Aegon thing or Darkhawk. Have Vision Aurora 5. Okay, let's think about this. 6-star Awaken Morningstar. Whew, that's pretty nice, I must admit. Thing is really good for defense, I would say. So, I mean, if your alliance needed a good defender, yes, and he has super high prestige. So those are the two reasons for Thing. I'm not a huge fan on defenders. I mean, I tried to have 1 or 2 or 3 good ones, but you know, they always in the end get figured out. So they just don't have the sustainability. Like Magic, on the other hand, I mean, she's been out since 2015 and still is one of the best characters. Darkhawk, I have mixed feelings about Darkhawk. I think he's really cool, and I like him and his beautiful animations. I love the pink highlights he gets with his shields compared to like sort of his dark blue body. He has good gameplay. He is a little more of like what I call a specialty character. Yeah, obviously in Alliance Quest on the Mega Red boss, he is like the #1 character. So if it's a situation like that, I would say yes, but otherwise no. Aegon, characters that you have to ramp up. I guess Morningstar is sort of the same way. I think the ramp up is always difficult, just because it just takes that time, and you know, you're not always in a situation where you can get them ranked up like that. So after analyzing all those, I guess if it was me, yeah, I'd be really torn. That 6-star Awakened Morningstar seems awesome. And the problem is that, of course, she's not going to be high Sig. And so, hello Digibee, welcome to the stream. Just trying to figure out what to do with Hassan's choices here. And so, if she's not that high Sig, that means the regen and Fury and Power Gain she won't buff too much. Yeah, you know, to be honest, Hassan, I really would go with Magic. I think Magic's super cool. I think she has a unique ability that is like unparalleled to anyone. The way she can just shut down a opponent, drain his power, keep on building her power. Like I was using my rank 4 in Act 6, and just so many times she was just like cruising through fights. I mean, they weren't super quick, and they weren't, you know, she wasn't doing huge damage like some characters, but just consistent and easy. Yeah, okay, I would go with Magic. Hello, Dr. Doobs. Good to see you this evening. It's yeah, it's another successful season, and once again, I feel like we played it to perfection. You know, someone who appreciates Hela. Was that me? I don't know. Maybe I was just playing Hela. Yeah, I was playing her because she's an arena champ, but I don't know Digibee. I don't know if I really appreciate Hela. I find her game style really difficult, just because every time I try to build up Furies with her heavy, I invariably get like slapped the 5-hit combo because I mistimed it. Oh yeah, there's my new love, Spider-Gwen. Oh, Spider-Gwen. Like if I could have the what's the word? My sort of guilty rank 4. I meant to get approximate there. My guilty rank 4 or rank 5 rank up would be Spider-Gwen. I've just been playing her recently. I think she's awesome. I like her cool synergies. And yeah, and that really, like the way she shuts down Unstoppable, so interesting. Would you say Digibee? Can I take her then as she's better than Corvus? I don't know, Digibee. Better than Corvus? Those are bold words. Yeah, I would give her away, I guess. Actually, no, I would never give away in character. Yeah, no, I agree, dudes. I mean, actually, I'm really impressed with the platform. I think it was, yeah, I think we got pretty lucky there, to be honest. Like if we'd come up against a really strong opponent at the end, oh yeah, we would have been right in the middle of Plat 2. Yeah, and it is incredible how much you have to use the healing every fight. So I went in this season with like 25 of the big potions, just because I had stored them from the previous seasons. I think I ended up with about 7 or 8, so that's not bad. Like 25, but that's still like, so I used 20, so that's, what was that, 100 units a piece? That's 2,000 units. But I got all from the glory, but still, it just goes to show. I mean, that's with not playing war very hard. I mean, in this season, boy, when you are having to heal up after every fight, I mean, we're talking like 10,000 units, and that's not even counting like revives and boosts and all those other things. So you're right. I think we maybe had 10% of the costs this war than we had in other wars. And yeah, between the difference of Platinum and Masters, yeah, I mean, not worth 8,000 units, the difference, that's for sure. But I think we were a little too close to not making Platinum 1. So, you know, like the diff drop off to Platinum 2 is getting a little bit of too much of a subtraction of rewards. So yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice, you know, again, it was played perfectly. I mean, we ended up just playing the bare minimum we needed to do and make it to Platinum 1. So, you know, if we can do that every time, then I'm all in. But you know, I guess I'd rather be safe than Platinum 2. But maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe Platinum 2 wouldn't even be that bad to be in. It just seems like the drop off is pretty good sized. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those seasons. So we're going easy in war too. You know, just like both of you said, it's good to be relaxed in war and not have to worry about it so much. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, season 1 was so long ago. I mean, each season, well, the first 2 seasons were like 2 months long, and then let's see. Yeah, I agree, dudes. Yeah, totally not worth it. Totally not worth the amount of effort to push into Masters. Though, who knows? I mean, you know, if we only have to win 6 fights, or serious, yeah, no, one more time. If we only have to win 6 wars to get Masters, let's think about that. And so, you know, a lot of times when we were playing war really seriously, I mean, we'd be like, what, 12-2, 10-4, 11-3, or that does, yeah, 11-3, and you know, we'd be like number 7 in Masters. I wonder what if we aim for like 15 to 20 Masters, which, you know, let's say we're trying to win 6 battles, then if you're winning just 6 and you go hard, I wonder if that would be worth it. Maybe not. Maybe the way you did is right. I like that our war rating finally went down. Boy, we've been just having such a high war rating for so long, you know, that it was always giving us such tough fights. I think that was half the problem was, you know, we couldn't even lose war rating in the off season because, you know, we like tried to tank, but then other people would tank and it just wasn't worth it. So we just kept on going after the rewards all off season, and our rating just kept higher and higher and higher. We were like 4th or 5th overall, and so it's sort of nice this season we were able to, you know, since we weren't playing that many wars super seriously and just going for boss clears, that our war rating took a nice drop. And so yeah, so it really helps our strategy of trying to, you know, go hard in the wars we know we're going to win, and then not bother with wars that are going to be really item intensive. I should just take a look at our war rating. I'm curious where we're at. Let's see. Ooh, almost had 1 million battle chips. That's really nice. Let's go check on the, oops, this is a nice green crystal. I kept on popping these. I used to have like 100 or 200. I think they all disappeared honestly when I became Cavalier, which I'm a little unhappy about because, yeah, like 400 saved up. I mean, granted, they're just for like the lowest level potions and the small energy refills, but still great for item use. But anyway, look here, let's see what our war rating is. War rating is strongest team. Oh, third in Switzerland. Ah, there's an Omni. This is zone 1 in Allemande. Might as well look at all these things real quick too. Here, my number 1. Oh, 96. Oh, it's a global. Whew, just barely hanging on to the top 100. Yeah, someone was showing off Octomonkey somewhere in chat. What do you think about the tier 5? I think, Ashan, for me, I saw you can buy 10 for around 2,000 units. That seems like an alright deal. So that's 9,000 for 2,000 units. I feel like that's pretty much on par with what the deals cost. And then after that, was, yeah, I think that's probably worth it. I think it's about average. Oh, what do you think, Dubes? This change for season 10 are mind-blowing. Oh no. Yeah, I know. It is. Yeah, war has always been a really tough mode to play. And yeah, the rewards have to be big. I mean, remember when they first came out, it was the only way to get tier 5 basic, and now, I mean, tier 5 basic is just everywhere. So, yeah, I wonder what mind-blowing would be. A fully formed tier 5 basic for masters? Would that be enough to tempt you? Let's see, a fully formed tier 5 basic. How about, what do you think, like 7,000 6-star shards? 10,000 a fully formed, maybe 15,000 5-star shards, 2 tier 2 alpha. Ooh, one of those crystals that give you like, 2% of a tier 5 Pascalis. If it was something like that, yeah, then it'd be totally worth it going after masters. But that might be a little much. Oh, so let's see, alliance. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. Even now, it's still 9th, and this was with losing a lot of wars. It still puts us up pretty high. It still means that we get a lot of big opponents. But I guess it has to be. We have to worry about the tier 1 cutoff. Because of the tier 1 cutoff, I mean, they start losing too many points. But I'm not sure where that is. But yeah, it just goes to show, boy, it's really hard. I mean, when you look at the war ratings. I mean, again, a lot of times when we're not going hard, it's against really good opponents, so it's like we lose, what, 15, 20 points, so, it's going to take us a while before we even get down. Like, we got down to number 20, so in the 3,000 range, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I agree, Tap. It's totally was worth it to do it this way. It was so nice that we could just be casual and still essentially get the same rewards as masters. It's amazing. I mean, there's one war where I spent a lot of items just because we had to clear a path. They had a domino and I died to the domino like once, and so I had to use a bunch. But 3,000, yes, what I thought. So yeah, we have a long way to go to drop down, and I think that really helps the strategy of going hard, going easy, because I'm still a little wary that, I mean, with our rating, what are we just say we're like number 9, and we could still have a majority of just really hard alliances to fight and end up in platinum 2 or 3. It'd be nice if we were losing more. Oh yeah, is Dap? That's true. Was it was that video we saw today in your live stream, Dap? We soloed him. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Boy, your Quake is amazing. Your Quake play, it almost inspires me to rank in my Quake and learn how to use her. I mean, she's another one of those champions that are just so cool, that just have some unique gameplay that you just don't find anywhere else. But yeah, it's not one of the styles I really struggle with. Ah, did you Dubes? That's great. But you don't use Quake, Dubes. I can't remember this year. You have some, I feel like some interesting champ. It's not Omega that you use, or who is it? But yeah, it's really, I love watching all the different people in For Loki and all the different characters we use. We have so many people who just have cool playing styles with different character sets. I mean, I love Cam's Omega Red play. I mean, he just, like, Omega Red's another character where I just recently ranked 5, and, you know, I feel like I don't quite have the play style. Like, some of these have a really, like, sort of intricate sequence. Like, Omega Red, you sort of got to go through and you know when to pop the what you call it, pop the heavy to fix the spores and do the SP1, the SP3. It's always yeah, it's just one of those things we just gotta learn how to be efficient with these champs. And yeah, so many people in For Loki figure it out and then just are gods with them. And then I try to use them like, oh, how come they're so good with these champions? And like, yeah, just gotta get the sequence right to play them well. It's like B Manning with Sentinel, and then I'm trying to think who else there is. And of course, Pete with Ghost. I mean, he's the classic example of knowing how to use a character. I guess Single Bleed, huh? Electra. Cam with Omega. Dap with Quake. I'm sure there's more out there I'm not thinking about. Dupes with someone. But yeah, today, so we'll go get a new member of Battle Group 3. It's because we lost J-Rock. He's gonna move on since now he's about to have a child, and I guess that takes precedent over his games. Dude, with everyone, yeah, exactly that. I totally agree. And so, you know, when someone new comes along, of course everyone gives them the welcome. But now, oh yeah, I know. You should watch, I'm sure you have, dudes. Watching Daps play, oh, it's like incredible. He even made a mistake once, he said, but I mean, in today's against Thing, but it's just like evade. I find the hardest thing with Quake is right after the aftershock when the person has the concussion, and then it's like she's evading all the time, but all of a sudden it stops. So yeah, that always confuses me, and I feel like I end up getting hit at that point where the concussion ends and the evade stop. But well, as I was saying, so you know, when we have a new member come, you know, in any alliance, everyone welcomes. They're like, oh, hello, welcome to the alliance, good to see you. There's always this chatter. But so what I've come up with is the rules for BG3. So like when they join, we'll say like, hello, here's the user guide to BG3. And so rule 1 will be always listen to Cam. I was sort of posting these today, just try them out. Rule 2 is never listen to Dreamin'. I hope Dreamin's in here to hear this. Rule 3 is don't make taters angry. Rule 4 will only ask Pete questions about Ghost. That might be the same for you, Dap, except Rule 5 might be only ask Dap questions about Quake. Rule 6 will be follow Art's examples. No, Art for Art. It'll be rank up your defenders like Art, because Art has amazing defenders. Champion, Thing. Who else is there in our group? I always have I forget people. That wasn't all of them though. Oh, Brett. Yeah, what is Brett? Rule, I don't know. Someone was making jokes today about Brett and a mirror. Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but maybe it was like Rule 5 is always compliment Brett's body. Maybe that has to do with the mirror. I was making emojis for everyone today. Cade, I need to think about Cade. Yeah, I don't know. What's the rule about Cade? Yeah, I have to work on that one. Yeah, no. Rules 1 and 2 are the best. Maybe that's all I need for our battle group. So, oh man, dudes, you did Stun Immune Spider-Man Classic. Oh, that's so cool. I can't imagine what that's like with Quake. I was watching a video of someone do Stun Immune with Quake. Oh, it's just incredible. I mean, it just, to me, it just doesn't seem possible. I get to deal with this. Speaking of, can I switch? Oh, I'm going to die to this guy if I can't switch him out. I guess we'll just go old school. No. Nightcrawler, the bane of my existence. Or I guess Bane is the bane of my existence. Oh no, it's probably so close. Oof, just pulled it out. Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, that's the true Quake Master initiation is fighting off stunning you. I saw someone doing it. Maybe it was you. What's the one mini boss? Is it 55 where they're debuff immune? Can't remember who it was against, but oh, it's just incredible. Just the dodging they would have to do is like you'd get 2 seconds of charging heavies, and then you'd have to like dodge, dodge, dodge another 2 seconds, and just have to keep on doing that for the entire fight. I mean that is unbelievably stressful. I can imagine. I mean, not only stressful, but you just have to be so skilled. You just have to know how far you can push it with holding that heavy, and just then be ready to jump back. And it's hard enough. Like dodging people in the corner, especially with ones that are throwing heavy attacks that are not as what's the word I'm looking for? Like some heavy attacks aren't so bad because the rhythm is very consistent, like double swipe quickly, but others sort of like Havoc now, trying to dodge his SB1. It's like dut dut and then dut, it's like this weird pattern. You just can't imagine doing that while you're then charging the heavies in between, but I guess that's why I'm not a Quake Master. Oh man, it's going through all these 5 stars. I forgot just a big number of them, which is good. Gets me lots of points, but yeah, boy, it's grind. I mean, it hasn't even been that bad. It's just long game. So I put in so many extra hours of work that I sort of have like these like half days now, and so I can sort of work in the morning. So I wake up, I grind, I can come into work a little late, and I can leave a little early, and then I go back to the grind. So it's working out pretty well. Having these 3 days to have these half days, I can try to get Nick Fury, but yeah, it's just like everyone says, these grinds are just brutal, and I'm not even really going that hard. I can't imagine. I actually don't even know how people can put in like what Brian did. What he put, like 75? I guess he did do some refreshes. It's about 3,000 units, but still, even doing like 65 million without refreshes, I just don't see how. I guess you have to run your 4 stars all the time. I mean, I have a fair number of 4 stars, but if I have to run them every 2 hours, then it just don't get you that many points. They get you like 500,000 points to run them all. But I guess it's true. If you do it every 2 hours, they will add up. You can get a lot. But I'm just doing basically my 5 and 6 stars, doing all of them, and using that to get to 45 mil. What do they dues? Yeah, I know. We had a guy in J11. What was his name? His Tupafo. I can't remember. We always used to call him Hats, and he was the same way as Sarango. I mean, he got every champion, and he would just go to it all the time. And yeah, I did 47 without refreshing, so hats off. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, no, boy, these grinds, like, I haven't done one in a while, so it's sort of like a little bit fun. And yeah, let's go look at Sarango. I'm sure curious how he holds up to Hats. Again, Hats has been out of the game for a while, but let's see if we can find him. Okay, first let's look at Sarango. Let's see what his player versus player is. And then don't forget how to spell Hats' name, but we'll see. Okay, well, maybe I'll never get him. Okay, members. Boom. Where's Sarango? Sarango, there he is. He's not up to me. Boy, the power of opening crystals. Yeah, it's true, Dap. Those things definitely get in the way. View profile. Let's see. Okay. So he has PvP fights 1, 355,000. Okay, now let's just compare that to, say, someone like me, who has... I have 72,000. Okay, that's a pretty big difference. Okay, let's see if we can find Hats. Hats was up there. God, I'm not gonna be able to remember his name. Let's just put him. hat. Let's see what that gets us. It's not getting close. Oh man, let's see. Maybe I have his name still in my line feed somewhere. Do you really? Oh man, dude. Okay, we gotta go see this. Let's see. Get me out of here. Members. Where is Dubes? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there, Dr. Dube. View profile. Oh my god, 478,000. Jeez. And you say you don't, or you must grind a lot then. That's incredible. Let's see, I feel like that's about where Hats was. Let's see if I can find his name. Oh boy, it's, now I think my chat doesn't go back that long. It's too bad. He had a lot too, but I think it's around yours. I think you know, in the 400,000s. Okay, Dap. Well, now we gotta look and see. Let's see, where's Dap? Dap the Great. The answer is 87,000. Ah, you just edged me out by 13,000. And then who else? Like Brian, he grinds a lot. He must be up there. See Brian Grant, but maybe Dubes is the leader. I would guess Brian would be. Whoa. Come on, let me push this. There it is. Brian Grant is. Oh, he's not even close. Oh, not even close. Never mind. Dubes, you are the champion of Arena, hands down. We've discovered that tonight. Now, what else would be in here? Ronan, maybe. Let's see, Ronan. Oh man, Ronan's like 61,000. Nope, never mind. Wow, yeah, I'm really impressed. You can farm health bots. Huh. Oh yeah, you're getting ready for Act 6. Are you doing a Legends run, Dubes? Yeah, I'm pretty psyched for people doing Legends runs, just because I'm too impatient to do one. Yeah, no, Ronan doesn't bother with the arena. He just goes the fun and easy way of buying it, which I honestly do a lot too. But he has me beat. I do love the @Ronan, when it has the 8 hours of whale music. Oh, that has to be. That's just a super clever. I don't know what you call that, meme type of. But man, dudes, I'm blown away. I didn't realize he was such a real monster. Yes, true. The couple of times I've gotten feature champs, I definitely refreshed big time. I think I spent like 3 or 4 Odins on Korg and maybe the same on Emma. I mean, just didn't have enough time to do it, so you know I got to like 30 million and then just Odin my way to the 70 million, 75 million score, and yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I am going to use some units in this one, I think. I think I've discovered that if you go to you know, use the boosts efficiently, like for the 15-minute boost, and you almost get as much as 6 stars, the 5 stars, and half as much, so you can get pretty good scores refreshing during those 15 minutes. So that's sort of my plan. But I'm going to wait till tomorrow just to make sure I'm reasonably close. Like, so I'm trying to get basically 5 million per round. And as I said, it's sort of 9 rounds. And so if by tomorrow, that means I have 2 rounds left, 7 rounds. So if I have 35 million tomorrow, then I'll try to get about 10 million in refreshes and boosts. And, you know, hopefully that costs like half an Odin. And then I'll just go the rest of the way. So I'll get me to 45 million, and then again on Thursday I start 2 rounds. Because I wake up, get a round of my 5 stars in, 1 round of 6 stars, and then 1 more round of my 5 stars. Before it's 1800 is when sort of the time everything changes. It's 10 o'clock Pacific time, and then hopefully have Nick Fury. But if not, it's okay. Because, yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'd be pretty disappointed if I don't get them. That's the thing. If once you start spending units, you feel like you have to get them. Because, yeah, then you made an investment. So 55 million, I feel like should be pretty safe. Yeah, agree, dupes. That's what I thought too. It's like I really wanted Korg. I was like, oh, he's such an amazing defender. He's so awesome, such high prestige and all those things. I was like, well, if I spent 400 on feature grandmasters, I mean, still, like, was a 0.4% chance to get him. That means you really have to open up. Was that 200? So, I mean, almost guarantee you a chance, but not even really, because still probably wouldn't get him even at even if you opened up 200, which is $2,000. So yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, you're right. You might as well spend 400 or 500 francs on or dollars on refreshes, or even like 600 or 700. Just go totally all the way 6-star refreshes. Get a character. Still a lot of work. So what did I calculate? 100 minutes with using 6 stars to get 10 million. So even if you go the total 6-star refresh route, was that 700 minutes? Is that right? That gets you 70 million, and it was 700 minutes. I guess it's not too bad. 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours. Yeah, it's just under 12 hours. So you have to do 4 hours a day of arena for 3 of those days. That's not too bad. So you can get home from work, have a nice meal, start grinding at 7, and be finished by 11. Yeah, I can imagine that's okay. That seems like a, yeah, you're right. And if you want a champion and you don't mind spending money, much better than feature grandmaster crystals, but it does cost you $700 and 12 hours, so it's still is a price to pay. But you get the champion. You're more or less guaranteed. I mean, if you put up 70 million, you will get them. I don't think anyone's gone above 70 million recently, so yeah, it seems alright. But yeah, it's sort of, I guess like I said, it's sort of fun just because I haven't gone for one in so long to actually like try to do it without spending much. Well, again, I'm lucky I have these half days, and so it makes it doable. Without them, it'd be impossible. But I didn't realize how easy it is to get 12 million. I mean, I basically got 12 million in the first 2 rounds, which was Monday night and Tuesday morning. So I had taken off arena just because I was doing Act 6 and with recon missions and AQ and all these things. I just hadn't done much arena, so I wasn't even getting to like the 11 to 30%. I wasn't even getting any 6-star shards, which was fine. But I think I want to go back to at least getting the 2,000 each time and the 200 200 6-star shards. It's amazing though with the Cavalier crystals how sort of changed the scope of the game. It's like 2,000 5-star shards. It's actually pretty weak value. So I know I've opened up 30. I'm trying to think. I think I've opened up 60 Cavalier crystals so far. Every time I've opened them, I've at least gotten 1 5-star. I've gotten many as 3 5-stars from a stack of 10. I've gotten 1 6-star, which was a Captain America Infinity War, which I love. Of course, I got him, and then maybe about 2 weeks ago, maybe even less, I had taken mine, I'd awakened him, my 5-star, taken him to rank 5, put a bunch of 6 stones in, and then of course I put him as a 6-star, and then now I see he's the next feature champ, so it's like, it's talk about getting triple kabammed. It's like I used an awakened gem on him, I shouldn't. I got him as a 6-star, and now he's in the arena. I mean, that's just that's what always happens, of course. It's like, as soon as you use an awakened gem in a character, you're guaranteed to pull in the next crystal pool. So I shouldn't expect anything less, but oh well. He would be amazing. Yeah, I know. I remember you saw that in the chats. I love playing Captain America Infinity War. I love him so much. It's just such a fun character. It's all these different mechanics, and use the heavies, which are really cool, and SP2 that just is amazing. But my honest opinion is he's sort of an okay champ. You know, and I actually like blocking a lot too, like sitting there and just letting opponents wail away on me, not trying to dodge things. But even with all that, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's okay. I mean, I think he's definitely better than average and cool, but I'm a little less impressed than I thought I was going to be. He's one of those characters I love to play and think is super fun. But I don't think he's as good as the hype is around him, to be honest. And but there's a lot of characters like that. There's a lot of characters I think are super fun, but aren't like as amazing as everyone makes them out to be. I don't know. I would say maybe Aegon is like that, though. Again, speaking of Aegon, the guy I'm playing right now. But maybe I just don't play him very well. Or I guess I don't have him awakened, so I don't get to see what he's like after he built up his super high combo. Who else is a little bit like that? I feel a little bit like that with a Maker Red. Again, I just don't know if I play him. I don't play him very well, but he's another one. We got 455 Unduked DT. Over Science Gem. Oh man. Yeah, I know. I do like that dupes. It's like when you get your criticals up, and then when you get your kinetic charges up to 5, and you drop the SP2 and it does 90,000. You're like, oh man, it's like, damn, that is just so sick. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, a lot of these characters are just because I don't play them particularly well. It's the reason why I think they're under or overrated. I mean, I know if you're really good. You want a Cosmic, huh? What do you want a Cosmic for? Let me try to take a guess. I'm gonna go with Proxima Midnight. I bet you want to awaken her. Dudes, that's my guess of the night. Yeah, I would go for a DT. Well, I guess it depends how high it goes for. Like if it goes for Nick Fury, like 45 million, it's probably worth it. I feel he's gonna go higher because he's a pretty sought after champ. Maybe he'll go for, if I was to guess right now, we'll go 58 million, just under 60. Which, yeah, that's getting up there. That means either, again, gotta go Ronin style and put in a bunch of credits, like 300 credits. Sorry, dudes, I didn't mean to insult you. Your chorus, okay. Hey, Panda Man. What's going on? Good to see you. Man, Panda Man. So for those of you who don't know, who aren't in BG3, J-Rock's parting gift, which was so cool, was he put in 10 million gold into our treasury, and mostly he dedicated it to Pete, who's always way behind on gold. Pete and Taters. So yeah, that was so cool of J-Rock. Man, J-Rock, it's just like I wish we sort of had like a totem pole for Loki, where how long you've been in for Loki, it would determine your position on the pole. I don't even know who'd be on top. I sort of know, I think Dap, I think you and I came at the same time, because I remember everyone welcoming you. Yeah, me too, Panda Man. It's just like everyone in BG3 just gets so attached. I remember J-Rock, he and I were doing dungeons, so we had this thing with dungeons where it was in the For Loki dungeon chat line room, whatever it is, and some guy, like, 20 minutes ago says like, I need a dungeon, and then I saw it, but I was like, oh, that's a long time, so I just put a new request in. BG's the longest running For Loki. Oh, really? Ah, okay. BG Dubes. I would have thought that Cam was there too. Cam and maybe Dreamin'. Yeah, we need a totem pole. Maybe, I always like doing funny things, so maybe we'll start working on the totem pole. Cam 2. I'm after you, I think, Pete. I'm after you, and I'm after Heisenberg. Oh man. Yeah, dudes, that's really nice. 30 million gold. Whew, how did you have so much? Not Dreaming, okay. Cam, yeah, I'm trying to think. Let's go look at our For Loki group real quick. Let's go to the alliance. Let's see. Ooh, speaking of dungeons, who is this? Someone wants me, can't spell good. I remember him. He was in J11 with me. I feel like, yeah, actually, I really have abandoned dungeons this round. I don't know, dupes. I don't know. That's crazy. Came in a season or two before me. Have you been in 4Loki a couple of times, Phantom MP? Because I feel like I joined and then you joined again, but maybe you'd already been in here. Let's see. Oh, what about B Manning? He must be around. Is that all you have, Panaman? Okay, well, we've been looking at everyone, so let's see. Panaman Pete, the answer is view profile. The answer is, oh wow, you haven't done any arena. No wonder why you don't have any gold. 46,000. You only have, 10 more times that to go to get close to dues. Yeah, you can certainly tell the arena grinders. So, dues, Grant, you say has been here a while. Art came in after me, but I think you've been in here before. I don't know if you're still here or not, Art. Doom, who is Doom? Everyone changes their names. I don't think you should have ever been allowed to change your name because I get so used to people's names. Wow, dudes, you're rolling the gold. I thought I had a lot, but that's crazy. Yeah, Panaman, you better get on the arena. How are you doing with your arena, by the way? I think you and I are sort of, I'm using you as my gauge. You were a little bit ahead of me the other day. You were at 12 million. I'm at 18.7 right now. Are you same place, higher or lower? I hope you're higher. Because I feel like maybe a little, no, actually I'm running. It should be, by the time I finish tonight, I want to be at 20 million. So I'll finish my 5 stars and then just do as many 4 stars. Oh man, Pete, yep, you were slipping. Gotta get on it. Oh yeah, 10 hours of work would do it to you. Yeah, it's no good for your arena grinding. Working. What happened with you, Pete? You said when I was last in your, was it your live stream? It was Brian's live stream this morning. It's like you had the choice of either staying up and finishing your 5 stars or like getting 2 hours of sleep before work or something like that. I guess you were smart enough to go and sleep as opposed to like trying to stay up for your 5 stars to refresh and not get any sleep before work. But yeah, boy, you really have to be, what's the word? You have to be off work really to do these grinds. And so, yeah, I've just been lucky this week, to stay off work at these half days in so I can do a grind in the morning, work, and then come home right after lunch and get to it. But I paid the price. Oh man, I think last week, I might put in over 70 hours of work. It's just crazy. It's like every day I was literally working from 7:30 to like 8 at night, 2000, and I think I was putting multiple 12 hours days. It was just crazy. Yeah, I know, Panaman. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you set that alarm and then you just instantly, as soon as it goes off, you just hit it and stop it and go right back to sleep. Yeah, I mean, well, but I totally know that it's more important to have sleep than to go to work just exhausted. It's absolutely no fun. Well, anyway, though, if I get him, at least one of us will have a Fury in our battle group, and I'm all set to rank 5 him. Set to awaken him with my gem, rank 5 him, and place him on D. But I assume you want him for the synergies. His synergies are pretty amazing. I mean, he's like a Heimdall, where it's just like these crazy synergies. And I can imagine for things like variant, the next variant coming up, or the next part of Act 6. But there's a few. Yeah, I guess that's true, Panda Man. 5 hours, 2.5. Yeah, I guess not. That's probably the difference between sanity and insanity, though. I love how for me it's early morning, but our late night chats when it's you, Dreamin, and I, we own the line chat. Then I'm always so jealous, is because like every morning I wake up and there's like 500 messages in the chat. I feel like I've missed out so much. and then of course when I'm up, everyone else is asleep. So you know, it's just exactly you dreaming them, and then you two are Dream's about to go to bed, and I assume you are too, or you're staying up all night or something, and so I really don't have anyone to chat with. But oh well, it's a sad story of being in Europe when everyone else. Yeah, I know. I don't know how Pete can survive that. He's, I guess, young, so he has that energy where he can just go. Not me anymore though. I definitely like my sleep. So okay, 8.7. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that million with 4 stars. 4 stars, they just take forever when you have to do them, but I'll probably use some boosts. It's almost time to open up my, I got all those crystals. More weight than I normally am. Ice Beats, you got the, what you call it, the grind adrenaline going. Yeah, sometimes I can push myself through. You know, I'll be tired, but you know, you just start getting the mindless, you know, mindless. What's the word I'm looking for? Mindless repetition of the grind, and yeah, you know where it goes. Listen to stream, listen to some music. I hate to say it, but I was watching the first couple of Star Wars movies the other day. Yeah, it's true. At some point, it does catch up with you, and it's usually hideous. But yeah, it'll be worth it. Worth it to get that nice Nick Fury. And then, you know, I think maybe once every, well, this would be the 4th grind I've done. So once every like 2 or 3 months, it's worthwhile. For me, it just has to line up at a time I can get off work. And then it's doable. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky, Panaman. Maybe Fury will go for like 23 million, and you put up 25 million. It's interesting how little hype there is. He's really like fallen off the hype wagon. I mean, I think everyone's like crazy about synergies, and there's been some videos, but I don't really see too much. And to be honest, I sort of agree. Again, it just happens to come at a perfect time for me to go for a champion. But yeah, it's I mean, you know, if you're going to use a Pete champion, it seems like Blade is 1,000 times better. And synergy guys, I mean, yeah, they're nice to have, but I always feel a little bit like weird having a champion on my roster who just is there for synergies. That's what I feel about Heimdall. He's great, I like having him. I mean, boy, he was so amazing and variant in the 3rd chapter, but yeah, it's like, I wish I could actually play him. I mean, he just was so weak. Even when I played him, he died. Yeah, you go for some units. Yeah, I think I will too. I think my goal is to maybe get about 10 million units. I want to try to get 45 naturally, and then sink, hopefully, as I was saying, like half an Odin, and just get some those big 15-minute boosts and refreshing, and then using those to yeah, I know Pete. He's again. I mean, he'd be amazing for the synergies, but other than that, he might not be that good at a champion. Maybe if he's a great defender or a decent defender. I mean, that's always nice. I feel actually a little guilty just because my roster's been so stacked, and I just haven't wanted to buy any featured Grandmaster champions or grind any. I haven't got any of the new characters. Like, you got Havoc in rank 5, which is cool. Dream got Sinister. Art got Thing. I mean, everyone I feel like has been doing their part to get a good character or get a new character, because a new character is always important. It's just good for the defense because yeah, people aren't used to them yet. And so I haven't really contributed, I feel like, with a good new character in a long time. So it'd be nice to get Fury just to have that new character. Oh, they hurt Ghost. Oh man, that's the saddest thing ever, Pete. I guess you can't get them. How do they hurt? I'm trying to think what would have hurt her. Yeah, I don't know. But But yeah, I'd be psyched if he's a good defender. But then again, since J-Rock is leaving, I might have to put my core to rank 5. But then that'll be alright, because I'll be able to not rank 5, not too far away, and then I can put up Nick Fury 2. Maybe also have 2 skills, Nick and core. That'd be a nice disguise for those. You know, as much as I really dislike Korg, because he's such a defensive champion. Like, I'm in Infinity War I like because I enjoy playing him. Korg, I got him as a 6-star. He's the worst. He just is such a slow fighter. It takes forever. And so, I don't know, at least Nick Fury would be like a good fighter, and first 3 unblock gets guaranteed invasions with him. Ah, interesting. Huh. Yeah, it does hurt her. You lose out on power, I guess. But yeah, it's I must say that's a pretty cool synergy. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with the synergies. I think they would be almost like so strange that I don't know. I feel like they could be really. I feel like there's a good chance they'd be really buggy in their mechanics because there's such dramatic synergies and not just like plus 100 block ratings. Like let's go do something crazy like this. Evade 3 times. Maybe you have a little icon that shows you it, so it won't be so bad. But yeah, it seems pretty what's the word? Dramatic is the only word I can think of. Pretty dramatic synergies that have big effects. There's that one where what is the one? It's one that everyone says is going to help you get rid of the debuffs on suicide. But my question is, does it get rid of both or just one? And is it random? So it's like something kit like refresh kit or environmental suit kit or something like that. And it says like it makes you what's the word? Yeah, a deal if you have a debuff on you, like a poison or a bleed, it gets rid of it. Yeah, if it gets rid of both of them, oh boy, I mean, that's going to be amazing. Amazing for suicides. And I mean, if that's true, he would be worth it just for that. And if it just gets one or the other, it's still pretty cool. Because obviously, yeah, it's especially because you're poison. Like the bleed, I don't mind too much. I mean, you can put coagulate. You get the counter stings. Oh man, all the guarantees evade. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, if I could dupe my 6-star wasp, I have her. I would consider her taking her to rank 2. Sort of want to rank 2 one of my 6-stars, but I don't know. It's still a lot of resources. And I still think it's so much better value rank 5ing a 5-star than a 6-star. But man, I'm tempted by that wasp. She would be just such a powerful champion. I mean, oh my god, she already hits so hard as a rank 2. And then she gets a little bit of regeneration with her adrenaline. Yeah, it's just seems great. So, okay, 19 mil. Almost at 1 million battle chips too. That is close to my goal tonight. I'm going to end the stream once I finish my 5-stars though. Just need to take a little break and then finish up with 4 stars. But yeah, we don't have too many more left. We have just 3 more rounds. So that's not so bad. It's not getting me close. 19.1, 19.2. That's not bad. What have I been streaming for? An hour and 40 minutes? That's pretty good. I can't remember where I started tonight. So yeah, Scranton seems like it's moving along, which is good because yeah. 20 mil will get me 145. What is that? Oh boy, I can't think of the ratio. 4/9 of the way there. Yeah, that's right. So not quite half, but feeling good momentum. I can just gotta wake up early. That's the only problem is, what time is it now? It's 23:45, and so they'll be ready by, I think I started at 22, so they'll be ready by 6 o'clock. And so I can wake up at 6, spend an hour and a half, 7:30, get to work 8:30, 8:30. Yeah, that's fine. Pandas to Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft, but if pandas are there, that should means you are there. What's going on? Line chat is clicking away. Haven't really looked at it too much, but yeah, I'll look at it after I'm done. Minecraft is just that world where you just build a world. I guess people like that. I guess I used to love like SimCity. That's super fun. So I guess it's like that, where you just build things and enjoy them, like what other people have built. SimCities, I felt like is a little more like you had to place things and grow them and zone them, and so it's a little more dynamic than just building. But you know, I guess I like a little more action in my games, a la Marvel Contest of Champions. Okay, I can feel like it's getting towards the end. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I don't even know if my goal of 20 mil is going to make it. 1 million battle chips or 20 million. Let's see where we get first. Yeah, I ranked up 2 more 5 stars to rank 3 today, just so I have a perfectly even team of that Netflix Daredevil is one of them of and Red Skull is the other one. So I have a perfectly even team of at least rank 3 5 stars. Feels too risky to use rank 2s. I just want some just want to I can't think what I was saying. Okay, let's go back to chat. I used to play a ton back in high school. School made some mods and stuff to automate them. It sounds pretty cool. I mean, those building games are nice because you get to be so creative. You know, it's just like playing with Legos, I guess. You know, you can virtual Legos. You can build whatever you want and then show them off and then rebuild them. But it must be pretty cool the way you can link everyone's worlds. But yep, I basically have time in my life for one game, and you're looking at it. Look, I'm sorry, Colossus is pretty cool. He, I don't know. He's a rank 3. I had a rank 2 to 3 Mystic Gem. I can't remember where I got it from. Maybe from a deal. So I used that on him a few days ago just to get me another rank 3. You know, it took me so long. Oh, I remember getting their loyalty to get them. Man, it's 1 million loyalty. Is that right? No, it's 1.6 million loyalty. It's back in the day when I didn't really care about loyalty at all. It was like there was nothing to use it on. This was before seasons, so I didn't have any boosts that I would buy, so I would just like save loyalty. And you got a fair amount from wars and things. I mean, now my loyalty is around 350,000 just because I don't use any. Well, I use some, but not that many on boost. I miss that in our For Lokian news we don't have the boost anymore. Like I still want to get them. You know, I used them enough this season that they could use a little bit of replenishing. I think I need another regen boost and another not vulnerability. What's the other one? That's regen and power start 1. And so, but now that no one puts them in the chat, it means I have to go to the loyalty store every day and look, which I forget about half the time. But yeah, 1 million battle chips. That is sort of a milestone. Really want to get my is it 5-star Punisher. Yeah, I don't have him yet. Maybe I'll open 500,000, get some units, make this a totally like zero funds spent, and just get 2,000 units and use those to do some extra grind. Well, it's good because I was trading my gold for you, Pete, because you know, I was like, the battle chips will give me gold, and then they'll also give me units. So I feel like I was a little bit of a win-win because the gold I gave you in trade didn't seem to affect, because I was going to get gold back. I guess I want to get back the 667,000, but still, it was, you know, if you opened up 1 million battle chips, what it gets. I don't know how many units just, but it gets supposed to get like 2,000 units I went up with a million battleships, so I always like to have somewhere to spare. I guess I'd like to have maybe at least 500,000 because, you know, you just never know. I might get in a row where I can't play Arena for a long time. Got to pay those donations, so, you know, it's about 6 weeks or so, 7 weeks of donations. I can't imagine ever going that long without playing enough Arena to cover donation costs. Oh man, this Black Widow. I wouldn't mind having her as a rank 5. I was hoping there's a couple times in Dungeons Crystals when I thought I could get her. Well, where I had a chance to get her 1 in 10 chance, but missed her. I'm sure I got some terrible champion like Old Man Logan instead. This Hawkeye. Hawkeye I'd love as a 6-star. 2 characters other than, like, you know, of course, Ghost or Corvus or Morningstar that I want as 6 stars are Hawkeye and Psylocke. So when I finished Act 6, you know, you get the rank 3 to 4, and I got a mutant. And I was really debating between X-23, who I just love. I mean, I really like Wolverine a lot, but so X-23 is close. She's just so cool, so old school. So there's her or Psylocke, and so I had them both at rank 3. I had this huge mental debate in my head, but I went with X-23 just because, I don't know, I figured she was cool. I had the bleed, and the regen is the regen that sold me, but I really regret that decision. I mean, I should have gone with Psylocke. She's just, I mean, for one of those characters with a free rank up, just sort of fun to play, and oh, it's so interesting. I love the way she can lock down power. And it's just a super, super cool ability. Okay, I think we've reached the end. I feel like I'm at the end. Let's see, is that all my rank 3 5 stars? Sure is. Yeah, they're both super, super cool. But, you know, ranking it a rank as 5 star to 5 to 4, from 3 to 4 isn't that bad. Actually, I feel like I don't have too many tier 2 alpha. I'm really hurting on tier 2 alpha these days. Okay, that is going to do it for me. It's been great having everyone here tonight who stopped in, and of course, you know, try to get my streams back a little more regular. I should be back around tomorrow night, so it's 2100, 2200. I'll start my time, which is, what is that? Subtract 6 from the East Coast. So it's about, what's that? Oh my god, 1600, so 4 o'clock. And so, yeah, it'd be great. So thank everyone for watching, and I wish everyone a bonne soirée, guten Abend, and good night. So this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, wishing everyone a happy MCOC playing. So, bye-bye.